Has been your holiday? Today we are going to be looking at consonant sounds, consonants sh and z. But before we look at consonant sounds, can we refresh our memory on what we studied last week or last time? All right, I still remain Miss Comfort Japheth. I'm taking you on English language. Now, we want to refresh our memory on what we studied last week or last time. We treated analogies and adjectives. Now, what are these analogies, or what is an analogy? An analogy is the comparison of two words to bring out its similarities. And let's look at examples of this analogy. Not as hot as the north, as cold as the south. Lace is to shoe, as belt is to trouser. Girl is to female, as boy is to male. All right, let's look at adjectives. We treated analogies and adjectives. What are these adjectives? Adjectives are words that tells us more about pronouns and nouns. What do? They describe, they give us more information about nouns and pronouns. Now, example, they tells us more about the colors, they tell us more about the quality, they tell us more about numbers and so on. But I'm just going to make reference to only three, which is the colors, quality, and number. She has a blue bag. The blue is the adjective telling us the color of the bag she has. There are three girls in the class. The girls are the nouns, and the three is the adjective telling us how many numbers of girls are present in the class. The boy is strong is telling us the strength of the boy, which falls under the quality. All right, today we are going to be looking at phonics. And under phonics, we are going to be looking at consonant sounds. Can you repeat after me? Consonant sound, sh and j, as if it's a sound of a B. How many of you have seen a long S? A long S. That long S is pronounced as sh, and its counterpart is pronounced as j. Now, before we go into the lesson proper, we are going to be looking at description of sh and j. We are also going to be looking at spelling forms of sh and j. We are also going to be looking at sound contrast between sh and j. All right, we are going to be looking at the descriptions of sh and j. Let's see how these two sounds are being described. Now, when you say sh, your tongue points upwards towards the roof of the mouth. Can we pronounce the sound? Sh. You notice that your tongue is pointing towards the roof of the mouth, and the roof of the mouth is called the hard palate. Now, at the same time, there is contact between your tongue and the teeth on both sides of your mouth, and air flows out through the gap. Can we say it again, or can we do it again? When you say shh, your tongue points upward towards the roof of the mouth. At the same time, there is contact between your tongue and the teeth on both sides of your mouth, and air flows out through the gap. Now let's pronounce the sound shh. Your tongue is pointing upwards the roof of your mouth, and air flows from the other side of your teeth. It flows from the other side of your teeth. Shh is a voiceless sound. Why is it a voiceless sound? It is because during its production, there is no vibration in the vocal tract. Now, for you to be able to know a sound that is voiceless, what do? You are to use your finger to place it on your voice box. The voice box is that which enable sounds that we make to be heard. Now, let's pronounce the sound sh. Now, when pronouncing the sound she and your finger is on your voice box, you will notice that there is no vibration. So that makes it a voiceless sound. Now let's look at the other sound, which is pronounced as zh, as if it's the sound of a bee. Now, zh sound is produced when the tongue points upward towards the roof of the mouth. It's almost like sh. Now, during this, there is contact between the tongue and the teeth on both sides of your mouth, while the air flows out through the gap. Can we describe it again? Zh is produced when the tongue points upwards towards the roof of the mouth. During this, there is contact between the tongue and the teeth on both sides of your mouth, while air flows out through the gap. Let's practice it. Let's pronounce the sound. Notice that your tongue comes in contact with between your tongue, pardon me, your tongue and the teeth comes, pardon me, there is contact between the tongue and the teeth on both sides of your mouth, while air flows out through the gap. Now, Z is a voiced vowel sound because during its production, there is vibration. Now, let's place our wrist on our finger, I mean to say, our finger on our voice box and pronounce the sound Z. Everyone, Z. You notice there is vibration in your voice box. Now we are going to be looking at the spelling forms of sh and z. Now when we talk about spelling forms are the different forms in which the sounds being pronounced can be represented. Now, the spelling form for the sound sh is sh, ch, ss, and ti. Now we are going to be pronouncing the words looking at their spelling forms. Now we have sh as in shirts. The sh there stands for the sound sh. Sh as in shorts. The sh stands for the sound sh. Sh as in bishop. The sh there stands for the sound sh. Now ch as in machine. The ch there is pronounced as sh. Ch as in chalet. The ch there is pronounced as sh. Ch as in machete. The ch there is pronounced as sh. Ss as in Russia. The ss there is pronounced as sh. Ss as in passion. The ss there is pronounced as sh. Ss as in mission. The ss there is pronounced as sh. Now ti as in nation. The ti there is pronounced as sh. Ti as in action. The ti there is pronounced as sh. Ti as in station. The ti there is pronounced as sh. Now can we run through it again to know how to pronounce these words? Now repeat after me. Sh as in shirt. Sh as in shirt. Sh as in bishop. Sh as in machine. Sh as in chalet. Sh as in machete. Sh as in Russia. Sh as in passion. Sh as in mission. Sh as in nation. Sh as in action. Sh as in station. Now let's go to the voice counterpart of the sh sound, which is pronounced as zh. Now the spelling form for zh sound is SISGE/GI. Now whenever we see the SI, we pronounce it as zh. Whenever we see S in some words, we pronounce it as J. When we see GE, GI in some words, we pronounce them as J. Now let's look at those words. SI as in television. SI as in provision. The SI there is pronounced as J. SI as in occasion. The SI there is pronounced as J. S as in usual. The S there is pronounced as J. S as in casual. The S there is pronounced as J. S as in measure. The S there is pronounced as J. GE as in garage. The GE there is pronounced as J. GE as in mirage. The GE there is pronounced as J. GE as in collage. The GE there is pronounced as J. Now let's run through it again. J as in television. J as in provision. J as in occasion. J as in usual. J as in casual. J as in measure. J as in garage. J as in mirage. J as in collage. Now let's look at the sound contrast between sh and j. Sound contrast between sh and j. Now we have sh in words like vision. Now the next sound contrast is vision. Sh as in pressure. The next sound contrast is pleasure. J. We have me sh as in mission and j as in measure. We have sh as in ocean and j as in occasion. Let's go through it over again. Sh as in vision, j as in vision, sh as in pressure, j as in pleasure, sh as in mission, j as in measure, sh as in ocean, sh as in occasion. All right, let's look at our activities. Circle all the sh sounds and underline all the j sounds. Whenever you see sh sound, you circle it, and the one having j sound, you underline it. Now let me pronounce the word so that you will be able to underline the sounds having the words having sh and j. Now, words like nation, what sound does it have? Usual, what sound does it have? Treasure, what sound does it have? Action, what sound does it have? Pleasure, what sound does it have? Brush, what sound does it have? Finish, what sound does it have? Chalet, what sound does it have? Vision, what sound does it have? Equation, what sound does it have? Vanish, what sound does it have? Illusion, what sound does it have? Please do endeavor to submit your activity on the given link. I still remain your teacher, Miss Comfort. Thanks very much and stay safe. Bye.